Nick Young has signed with the Golden State Warriors, and this might be the most impressive offseason I've ever seen from a championship team. Not only did they bring everybody back important, but they've already added in 2 new pieces. And Nick Young, he has talent. He has a nice skill set. The problem is that he has to do too much on the Lakers. When you come into a system like this, the Golden State Warriors, all he has to do is shoot the open 3 or drive to the paint when he's open. He doesn't have to create his shot. He doesn't have to think. All he has to do is do 1 or 2 things. The game is going to be so easy for him. And look at what the Warriors were able to do to McGee. They revived his NBA career. This is a guy that was not doing very good in the league. He was bouncing around from team to team. He was actually out of the league. Nobody was really interested in his services. He was all over Shaqting a fool. And then he played a very important role on this championship team for the Golden State Warriors. So if the Warriors can do that for McGee, Nick Young, they're easily going to be able to do that. This is a great pickup for the Warriors. And once again, the rich get richer. This is incredibly impressive. I've never seen a championship team do this. Normally, championship teams, they lose players from season to season. They get weaker. The Golden State Warriors continue to get stronger. In other news, the Boston Celtics are now eyeing Marc Gasol for a trade. They have a lot of assets. They just signed Gordon Hayward. Imagine if they could put Marc Gasol on that team, still keep Al Horford, because Horford is really a power forward, so they could slide him down to power forward. And then you still have Hayward. You still have Isaiah Thomas. Wouldn't that be something? And that combination would be very interesting for the Cleveland Cavaliers, because who do they put on Gasol? Gasol is a monster. He dominates pretty much all centers, and the Cavs don't really have a good center. And then when you put your best defender on Gasol, now you're leaving Horford. You don't have a good defender on Horford. So even though Horford is not really, he hasn't really been dominating much, but if he doesn't have any good defenders on him because he's got Marc Gasol relieving him of that pressure, that's a good combo inside, and you still have all these other players. So right now it's not quite known how this trade could happen. Maybe a guy like Avery Bradley could be involved in the trade, because then that way the Celtics wouldn't have to re-sign him to a big contract. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But there's a lot of talk, a lot of speculation right now, and I just thought it was interesting. I want to get your thoughts. If you're a Celtics fan, what do you think about adding Marc Gasol to this team? Is this a good idea? Is this a bad idea? If you're not a Celtics fan, do you think this makes them better? Would you fear the Celtics more if they had Marc Gasol on this team? Is he the right guy to go after, or should they be going after somebody else? Hippo. I got into a fight with a hippo in this game. I let those 5 arrows fly. Get down to the ground. The hippo had no choice but to sleep. I'm not allowed to show you the map of this game, but it is massive. You can explore the mysteries of ancient Egypt.